saying a whole lot of stuff. And some of it don't be making sense, but some of it do. And I guess you can give anybody that same credit. But when he went to talking about Puff, like some of this stuff he about to say, I couldn't all the way disagree with him. But you tell me what your opinion about it is, and then I give you my opinion in a second.
Think like someone knocks on the door. That's what the tweet said or the video said.
Yeah.
Who do you think that is, and what do you think?
I was pushing life to the limits by pushing into the truth. Like we know that wasn't surprising. I really saw the comparison of me and Puff with the Diageo and the Adidas situation. Yeah. Regardless if they could have locked me up for taxes or not, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good, we did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy.
Sound like a baby mama, don't it? Some of y'all may not have none of those, but like that's typical baby mama action. You know what I'm saying? They come in for a part, like they helping you, like y'all partners, and no sooner than they got a bill to put on you, it's a different story. And you can't just leave. They got to try and destroy you. I ain't gonna say all baby mamas like that, but I seen it a lot.
Black culture. If we said like, yo, you doing this wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga. They started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago. And then it made everybody be like, oh, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail. Right. Meanwhile, I don't know somebody who hasn't gotten into an altercation with a girl at one point, and including.
That's a heavy ass statement. That is a heavy statement. And he's like pretty much right. And it is kind of, because anybody's life and everybody disagreement with their significant other, it go to a whole different levels depending on those two different people. But any one of us, if I look at somebody yelling and using certain words to his woman, I may think that's too far. Me and him may be hanging out and we see a dude choking this woman, we think that's too far. But the thing is, when it come down to people having disagreements or women beating on men, when it come down to people having disagreements, like these things happen. And for us to judge how people act in a situation like that, it's not all the way befitting every time. Now, if someone has a continuous history of not being able to control themselves, that's different than somebody having a bad moment. You know what I'm saying? Or a lapse of judgment, so on and so forth. And then, quite frankly, most men that do stuff like that end up paying for it anyway. And nobody's promoting it. But this point he made, it's a damn good point.
Cardi. So now Cardi's like he the number one guy at Rolling Loud, and Puff is in jail. And then you got two women beaters and you got two supposed pedophiles. Watch this. You got three. Watch this. Cardi, Puffy, Kendrick, the two pedophiles. Drake, R. Kelly, or supposed. Puffy and R. Kelly are in jail with Drake 5 years from now, or however long, when they feel like they really want to get that boy up out of here, they're going to play the Kendrick song. So that's how far they going. The Kendrick mix with the Universal, all that takedown of Drake reminds me of the No Diddy campaign for Diddy. like they going all out. But see, I know how to go all out, and I'm not even in their position. I just work on behalf of God. Like how this shit comes together, the timing, everything is like a God.
Nah, that shit about to get convoluted what he's saying, but the point he just made is if all we have is accusations on these people, why is Diddy and R. Kelly in jail and the rest of these guys get to be the biggest stars? It's like, if having these type of accusations at all is worth being arrested, then why not arrest everybody? So it is a lot of picking and choosing going on. It is. And to be honest with you, man, I've been investigating this Puffy case, and everybody from Lil Rod, because I was going to do a story about it, but fact of the matter is everybody that's pressing something against him are horrible liars, or they horrible people, or they got horrible past. Maybe I just do a story about how horrible the people saying Diddy bad is, because all of these people saying something about him, and I can't take exception to nobody. As soon as you get to digging into them, you're gonna find a whole bunch of disgusting shit. So it's like, who's to say anything about anybody at that point?
Sense. I had a couple things I want to say. So I pushed in to the Puff song. I put my daughter on the song. The timing was so perfect. She went in, rapped it. She said, I'm getting sleepy. So she said, okay, good night. And that was the end. And she was giving me like the Lil Kim on the old Bad Boy record. So that's why we put that. And the idea was family. It's so many people who dad actually killed somebody and they would do anything to have their dad home. The two twins, and Christian lost their mama died and their daddy in jail. And everybody running around listening to murder music, right? But being like, Puff is the enemy. And when I see all these videos, all tapes, everything, Puff more like my twin. Me and him got into it because it's just like I'm telling these top five, like, yo, actually, we probably could be friends, but you ain't bringing on that shit over here. Y'all ain't as crazy as me. And
That's another point.
that's why I asked Puff.
That's another point. And it's kind of like where Charleston White be at. Like, either all of that shit wrong or it's not. And if we gonna listen to music that say kill a mama, kill a kids, and this, that, or whatever, and then be in an outrage when the same rapper that got songs like that have situations like that, it get a little crazy. It get a little crazy, man. And the fact that these others put more money, give more access and more popularity to whore music or kill everybody music says a lot. Because the thing about music is this: it only take you hearing 3 or 4 or 5 times hearing a song for you to be okay with it. You hear it more than that, you may take in some of them suggestions. You hear it more than that, some of that bullshit comes be a part of your subconscious. That don't mean everybody act on it, but it's in there. And that's the danger of music. That's the whole devil in the details. If you read your Bible, you know what I'm saying? For you Bible thumpers, that's the whole devil in the details. So with these people who shall remain nameless, that own the record companies, that pick what they put out, that pick how much promotion they put into this and that, which is what Drake is exposing right now. You think it don't cross their mind that, say, 10 or 20 of the songs that they got on the charts is murder rap or horror music? You think that's by mistake? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If I'm selling weed and people want weed, they gonna buy weed, whether I got the strawberry kush or the lemon kush. They gonna still buy it. And sometimes they figure out they like both. But if I remove the option of the other and I'm the weed man, then you gonna take what I got. And that's what we do with music, bro. That don't mean niggas like this shit. I don't agree with everything Ye say, But I fucks with him.